Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to go ahead and put together Traeger's Braised Pork Carnitas. Now I'll show you the recipe here. Go ahead and follow along. Try to make it quick and simple, and I know the reward is going to definitely be worth it. So first thing we got, a bottle of beer. We're going to use a little bit of cumin. It's going to be a half a tablespoon there, or teaspoon. And then the salt, we're going to end up using 2 teaspoons of salt. Now the pork, I believe I ordered a pork shoulder. It's marked as a pork butt. The guy that I was working with was a little overwhelmed, so we'll just go ahead and start cutting this. Now they do recommend that when I cut this, that it ends up being 2-inch squares basically. So we're going to go ahead and cut this down. It does come with some wrap on it. I'm going to rinse this real quick, and then I'll come back over and start showing you guys how I'm going to cut this into the cubes. I'm going to dab this down too with a paper towel to get the rest of the moisture off of it. Not sure it actually matters this go, because we're going to go ahead and put it into a boiling pot of water. But the sections we're going to want to do is about 2 inches. There we are. And I'll cut that in half there. Excellent. So you're just looking for a chunk, kind of like so. I know it's got a little bit of that fat on there, but it's going to reduce down pretty well when we do this. And when you put it on the Traeger, it's going to also crisp up too, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to wait to put that in until I get the actual, looks like I did get a shoulder here. Got the bone in. And my goal here is to actually use this piece as the very, very bottom. I'm going to leave the bone in, because a lot of times you can get a lot of flavor out of that too. All right. There's your shoulder with a little bit of meat still on it. This here is going to peel off in the end, but I'm going to go ahead and set that on the bottom. And the other chunks that I've started to cut, I'm going to lay those down in there. All right, so far so good. All right, next up we're going to do is go ahead and put the beer in. I'm going to use my mighty Thor hammer. And with this, you're just going to pour it in. Excellent. And then you're going to add enough water here so you can cover the meat that's inside. I'm going to do 4 cups right now with the beer. It looks like I'll need to add some more. So the next thing we're going to do is top off the water. You can see I got a little bit more room here. So if you come on over, there you go. And all you're really looking to do is get this meat covered. There we go. I'm right at 4 cups of water. I can kind of push this down a little bit in here too. That'll work. Then we're going to go ahead and put in our other ingredients. You got the cumin here. Again, it's going to be 1 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon. And just drop it in. Then you got 2 teaspoons of salt. There we are. Then from here, just kind of mix it in a little bit. Just keep in mind it's all going to mix together in the end. Alright, I like the looks of that. The heat is on high. Go ahead and cover it up. Bring it to a boil, and you're going to let it cook for 3 hours. And then from there, we'll go ahead and take it away, and we'll set it overnight. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and put it on the grill. I'll show you how that part goes too. Thanks for watching so far. So it's been about 30 minutes. The boil has already started. I'm going to go ahead and move some of this around here. So you got the pieces on the bottom. You can move up to the top and vice versa. There we go. Still barely covering the meat, but this is what you're looking for. I don't know if you can pan in well enough. I'll use the fork here. You can see it bubbling. You got some of the stuff in there kind of percolating through, and it's just doing a nice slow cook for about 2.5 to 3 hours. So we'll check on it again here in a little bit and let you see what the progress looks like. So we just finished letting the pork sit overnight. We're going to go ahead and sprinkle these out across these trays here. We're going to try a few different options here. So I know that a Traeger recipe doesn't call for any seasoning really, but we're going to do this wood fire garlic on a small pan. We're going to do the honey hog barbecue on the other small pan. In most of the big pan, we're going to use the garlic junkie. If you've seen some of my videos, I'm a fan. And then we'll put like a small section here or a small section here where there's no seasoning at all. So let's go ahead and lay these out. Go ahead and get this sprinkled on here. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and set up our Traeger and get that preheated to 300 degrees so we can put it out there for about 2.5 to 3 hours. We'll go ahead and get this preheated. Starting the smoke cycle right now. Once it starts smoking, we'll bump this up to 300 degrees. And then we'll get the pork on the Traeger to make ourselves carnitas. Looks like temperature's good. I'm going to get these 3 trays in the Traeger. Get her done. Just fits. We'll check back on these in about an hour and a half and give them a turn. So it's been about an hour and a half. Yeah, buddy. Cooking up real nice. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these two. Start with these ones since they're the actual Traeger recipe without any extra goods on it right now. The grease is popping. Taking that one inside. Sorry, Snow. All right, it's been another hour. Everything looks perfect. We're gonna bring these inside, shred them, and put a little more seasoning on them and put them back in for just a little bit longer. So we got the next phase done. We're gonna go ahead and shred these. It's gonna take a couple of forks. Just kind of pull it apart. All right, we got everything shredded. We're gonna put a little more seasoning on these. Man, that smells good. All right, we're gonna get them back on the grill for probably another 10 minutes or so.
You want me to put the hammer down?
So we just pulled them out. Got myself some Corona over here. I'm gonna do a quick sample. So far, that's a good winner. That one's a little bit sweeter, kind of a barbecue, nice sweet undertone. I like that too. I'm garlic junkie here, I know what to expect. Oh. If you love garlic, go with that one. A little bit sweeter. This one has more of that classic barbecue taste to it. So I'll go ahead and put a link for each of the items in the description below. Plus, if you think the Thor hammer is kind of cool, bottle opener obviously, but it does say on the side of here, whoever holds the hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. So I'm feeling strong today. So I'm gonna get this to my family so they can enjoy their food. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.